I need the steering to be strong, so let's weld our new aluminum piece into place. Now that it's not going anywhere, let's test it out. Works pretty sweet, but we have no need for those handlebars, so let's cut them off and head back to the lathe to make a new steering wheel mount. The center needs to be hollow so we can run controls to our steering wheel, which will be sweet. Check that out. All that's left is to weld our new steering wheel mount. Check this puppy out. So the lower part is from the jet ski and the upper part I made. There we go. So the steering wheel will turn this, and this is hooked up to a cable that will move the jet pump left or right. Corvette body is almost done. Now we need to put it on the jet ski and mock stuff up. This is very exciting. Get up there. That is sweet. Oh my goodness. So you can imagine there's gonna be a hood, there's gonna be a windshield, the steering wheel will be right here. I'll have to mount some gauges. But wow. Hopefully it looks as cool on the camera as it does in person. This is so... Next step is pretty simple. We need to join the jet ski and the car and make them watertight. First off, I need something to bolt the car to. So I'm drilling a bunch of holes in the jet ski so we can mount hooks. Drilling holes in this jet ski is scary, but it should work. Each hook mounts with a silicone washer on the outside to prevent water from coming into the hole, and 2 nuts on the inside. Now I'm drilling holes to make room for bolts to go all the way through the car into the hooks. The car and the jet ski are now one. It's totally bolted down. I think this is gonna work amazing. So the next step is, as you guys can see, this car, it can't swim, just like me. So we need to fill the whole body with foam. And this is where I'm gonna pour the foam into, and hopefully it'll just fill it up. So when I do sink this thing, hopefully it will keep it afloat a little bit and not just sink all the way to the bottom of the lake. Maybe it'll be like the Titanic and it'll be unsinkable. Not a good joke. There's 2 parts. Part 1, part 2. You mix them together and you have 20 seconds to pour it, and then it starts expanding. Look at it go! This foam is so cool. It's a 2-part polyurethane foam made specifically for boats. So it helps with flotation, but at the same time, it won't take on water like most foam. So we are totally out of the expanding foam. I've got more coming, but for now we're out. So this part of the body is full of foam completely. The rest of the body, it still needs some more mixture. So hopefully it will not sink. That's the idea, at least, because it'd be so sad if the Corvette sank. This is looking pretty good. Still needs some more time to dry, so while we wait for that to dry, let's install the throttle. Well, first we need to install the steering wheel, and then we can install the throttle. We're gonna have to make some custom parts for the throttle to work. It's crazy how small this thing is. Perfect. Okay. We've got a couple different options for throttle. We could make like a lever throttle. We could have a foot pedal throttle. Or we could make a lever, like a finger throttle.
Yeah,
do that. We have a finger throttle. So when you're turning, you can always be on the throttle. Okay, yep, we're gonna do that. We're gonna make a throttle so our index finger can pull it. I have a really short index finger because I cut it off in a lawnmower when I was a kid. I was trying to do wheelies. It didn't get stuck in the blade, it got stuck in the chain that drives the wheels. So I have a very small index finger. The only reason that's important is we're gonna have to make a really small throttle so I can use it with my small finger. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Here's our throttle cable. That should work pretty good, but we don't have anything that threads into this that will fit into this so we can actually adjust the throttle cable. which you have to have. So I'm gonna go whip something up on the lathe. All I'm doing is drilling out an old bolt so the throttle cable can pass through the center, and then we can use the bolt to tension the throttle cable. That's sweet. So now we have a throttle. Next, we need to hook up the steering. So this is the steering. When you push it all the way in, it turns the jet pump. Super simple. Now we need to figure out how to mount this to our new steering wheel. All we need for the steering is a couple new holes and 2 nut zerts to screw bolts into. And boom, we've got steering. Now that the steering and throttle are hooked up, there's only a couple more things we have to do before we can test this puppy out, which I want to drive it so badly. So the main thing is we need to finish filling this up with foam. And I just got some more foam in. So back to pouring and mixing. This is a messy process. Oh man. I spent way too much time mixing it and it started to expand. I didn't know what to do, so I just started pouring it in the car. All right, let's try that one again. Gee whiz. Oh no! The car is getting bulged out. I need to be way more careful with this stuff. I think if I poured a ton in one of the body panels, it probably would like split the car apart. This stuff is powerful. I really underestimated how much this foam expands. It's crazy. I was able to get about 4 gallons of this expanding foam inside the car bed.